Alright, so this is Titanfall. We're getting dropped off by our drop ship, whatever it's called. And this is just one of two clips from a game I recently played. The next clip will be in a separate video because we're limited to 5 minutes. But as you can see here, I'm kind of showcasing some of the wall running and parkour style mobility, which I think is one of this game's strongest points. You're not limited to a horizontal plane looking for ladders and ramps and such like in other games. And here I kind of failed. I tried to reload and I should have just switched to my pistol. But, you know, whatever. And here you can see AI controlled teammates getting into fisticuffs. It's a little bit more immersive when you see, you know, the AI making things personal and, you know, really getting into it. You kind of feel more like, oh, these AI kind of have a personality. There's a vendetta here. And here you can see when you come up behind someone, you can basically assassinate them, like in Halo. In that case, I, you know, snapped their neck, made them turn around and look at me. This is another player. Players are pilots. AI-controlled teammates are specters or grunts, or there might be one or two other classes, I'm not really sure. But anyway, what I'm doing here is I'm capturing Bravo, which is, you know, one of the 3 hard points on this map. That's what game type I'm playing, is hard points. Basically, it's a lot like Dominion in Halo. You want to control these hard points, and as you control them, you gain points. So you want to control more longer than your opponents. Here I'm calling in my first Titan. As you can see, it drops down from on high, and you can jump in, and you're ready to go. The controls are very similar to when you're on foot. In fact, it's kind of a seamless transition. And all the controls in this game are actually really intuitive, especially if you've played other first-person shooters. But what I'm going to do here is, since I'm trying to capture this Charlie, I'm going to jump out of my Titan and put it on guard mode. That basically means it's going to stand its ground and it's going to shoot at any enemies that it sees. It also has a follow mode where it will follow you and engage enemies, but I just wanted it to stay still. So now I'm going to get back in my Titan. This is one of the coolest animations where it actually grabs you and stuffs you into the cockpit in its torso. Cockpit. There's a number of different animations depending on the angle you're coming to your Titan from, but that's one of my favorites. Alright, so we're going to see some Titan on Titan combat here. This guy was coming around the corner, and I'd already kind of dropped his shields a little bit when he was on the other side of the building. He's using a vortex shield right there, and now I'm using it. Basically, with a vortex shield, you can grab bullets and missiles that are being fired at you, and you hold them kind of in stasis, and when you let go of it, it will fire them in whatever direction you're looking. So now I've activated my damage core, so I'm going to be doing extra damage to whatever I shoot. But now I'm doomed. You can see that bar at the top as it runs out, which it just did. When it runs out, you basically explode. And you want to eject before that happens, but I took a lot more damage, a lot more quickly than I expected to. So, unfortunately, I died there. But, you know, no big. Here's another player. You know, pilots are other players, like I said before. They have all the same abilities you do, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't be, you know, a fair game. What you're going to see here is I'm actually going to climb up on top of an enemy Titan, and I pull off that hatch and I can fire into that bundle of wires. Since this Titan was in auto mode, it just kind of shuts down when it's boarded. If a player was in there, it would still be doing whatever the player wanted it to do while I was riding it rodeo style. Alright, so we're coming up towards the end of the clip. There's just one more thing that I want to show in this clip before I cut over to the second, and that's with Spectres you can knife hack them. Knife hacking is this: you stick a knife in the back of their heads and it hacks them. And now it's on my side. So anyway, I'll see you in the next clip, and be right back.